it life. Okay, spirituality is a series of insights, and the deepest insight is that whatever I call as I is not real I. That is the deepest insight. That insight opening up is called spirituality. Please understand. So, what is the insight which led to you? Led you to that?
I don't know how to put it on, but something tells you a lot of differences there. But in
Okay.
and personal experience, different experiences altogether.
See, please understand that spirituality has several levels of experience. Okay, there are many experiences happens in spirituality. Not necessarily that some experience has to happen to you. Some same thing has to. It's all very different. There are what we call as peak experiences. There are experience of love. There's experience of compassion. There's experience of devotion. So many of these experiences will be there, but the experience will not last long. But they do help us to purify ourselves. But what lasts long is the deepest insight which comes out of that. Okay. So yesterday one of my students, lady called me from the airport. She was traveling from one city to another city. For 4 hours, the tears were rolling her eyes. She was experiencing the peak experience of oneness. Okay, that what you call as the peak experience of oneness is that. So even that will disappear. Okay, but what you inside you get from that experience will last. Because all experiences are temporary in nature, finally. But the peak experience will give you insight into life, and that insight will last, not the experience itself. You know me? Hello. Okay. The message is Venkatesh.
I don't have words because words are just limited.
No, my question is, there are no words for experience, but there are words how it affects our life. Okay. So, did you see any impact on your way you live, and what is the impact?
You have clarified a lot of my doubts.
Okay.
So I think now, finally, whatever you told, you gave the answers to my question.
Okay.
Now I don't have any doubts.
Okay. Your name is
Jai Shri. Jai Shri.
Jai Shri.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm cross-checking the name every time remembers their Atma Jyoti or not. Yes, you remember your name, right? Okay. Yeah. The reason for I'm telling Atma Jyoti is actually again and again we have to recollect our spiritual value, our spiritual nature. So that is the reason I tell Atma Jyoti. It's not a brand or it's not a what is it? It's not given superficially. It's a recollection. That's actually it's called. This practice is called self remembrance. Okay, it's one of the greatest practices. People that self remembrance, people give it as a mantra japa. In the mantra japa process, you forget the self and start remembering something else.
Yeah, I got the answer from your statement.
Okay.
The experience doesn't last.
Huh.
But the insight.
Experience doesn't last because it's a factor of nervous system and senses. Okay, so it's like this: you see ocean, vast ocean. For a moment, mind gets stunned. Oh, this ocean so big. Okay, but then you have to come back. No, to come back to Bangalore. You can't stay in Goa, right? You don't have enough money to stay buy an apartment in Goa. Okay, so okay, it's a nice place. That insight finally is martial arts. Okay, fine. So, what is the from this last class to today class? What is the understanding?
ನಾನು ನಾನೆಂಬುದು ನಾನೆಲ್ಲ recurring to me.
Okay, recurring to whom?
Connect inside.
Okay.
ದೇಹ ಮನಸ್ಸು ನಾನೆಲ್ಲ Every now and then,
So how does it change your life?
it makes me feel more distant.
Detachment. That is detachment. Viveka and Vairagya. They are one in that sentence. Okay. See, I'll tell you the impact of that in my life, how it will happen. I have couple of years back, I got in my corporation the boss change, the new boss. The new boss is known as very ruthless, okay, and starts shouting at people and like it's like abusive, typically very abusive. So everybody is afraid to go near him. Okay, anything you speak, he starts shouting and start this thing, pouring out his. So I went to his room. He started shouting at me for no reason or whatever reason. I'm just watching because nothing is touching me. Everything is going because I am not a body, mind, or intellect. It's just passing through. It is just like he's like talking to a wall or something like that. Okay, after some time I start talking. Okay, this is what it is. Goes down. So this happens so many times. There's no reaction. There's no reaction arises in me because I'm neither body nor mind or intellect. Pure consciousness. What reaction can happen? Only body can happen reaction. And this is not I'm remembering constantly I am this thing. That's I am this thing. So after some time, it's almost 1.5 years. That man has not written an appreciation letter to anybody. So he has written such an appreciation letter to me, saying that it's like a superfluous appreciation, and nobody has got appreciation from him like that. And I have never reacted. I don't react. Okay, because everything is just happening to me, right? That is the real impact. So one of my, I'm just telling the effect of this, okay? Because I'm asking you. So one of my students who is in Pune, he used to travel from every month from Pune to Bangalore for this class. He was in a very high intense, what do you call as sales job. And the last 3 years, a lot of recession was going in the company, and everywhere that's so much of firing goes on. The sales meetings are very fierce. So this guy, then you defend yourself. I did this, I did this, I did this. So when some people say I did this guy can't even speak. I did this because I is not I. And somebody shouts at him, he doesn't react. So total, and life has become so peaceful, and he came out of civilization very peacefully. So what happens is life transforms. If there's simple understanding that I am not a body, mind, or intellect.
Whatever I want to tell you, like,
Yeah.
I have basically come to understanding that everything is higher. So,
Especially your wife. That is the first impact of Maya. He's not married. Okay. So then you are not seeing Maya in life. What realization will have, boss? I have a basic qualification for enlightenment. Those who are not married cannot get enlightened. Okay.
so this is the level of understanding.
Huh.
But you said when the boss was speaking, at your stage, you react. When he abused you, didn't react. When he gave appreciation, later you didn't react.
There's no question of I to react.
Happened to somebody.
There's nobody to react.
So Guruji did not react.
There's no Guruji to react.
So, our stage is Mandila.
Mandila.
But his understanding is there. So I know one day it can happen to this.
This fellow, okay, is Surya, right? Have you heard of him? It's called Surya, right? 2 years are over. He never speaks in the class. Just comes and sits and goes. Very talkative guy. Nothing to react, nothing to act. Just the action is there because he's a movie actor. Okay. So the traces of reaction, the traces of ego have to go, disappear.
So basically, my thing is still being fixed. Say something, I'm trying to defend myself, but not react. Not react.
I should not react, I don't say.
Okay.
You recollect your nature. Don't say negative,
Okay, fine.
right?
See, there's a guy behind me holding, the red is still there. I mean, the red is of the screen, there's a guy behind me, holding, the red is there, because I know. But why he is doing it, I don't know. But that time I'm telling, don't react. Don't react. Now I should say, I am not the.
I, I am not a body, mind, or pure consciousness.
You're not the.
See, you have to understand your nature. You don't have to understand what you have to do. Your action will flow out of nature.
Okay. So I'm basically making a fundamental mistake. I'm trying to control the action. I'm not going to my so
Who is I am? When you say I am, when you say I am, that is illusion. That is the real Maya.
this is the clarity. So which means I have come to understand practice harmony.
Okay, what's your name?
Harmony.
Okay.
That's just one use.
Please understand, the first level of Maya is the feeling of I amness. The second level of Maya is my name.
We have two names. One name, personality for liberty, one for ourselves to remember ourselves.
Yeah, one name for drama which you play in life. Please understand, I will always say, life is a drama. Okay? You have many roles to play. The moment you forget life is a drama, life becomes a trauma. Trauma, drama. Okay? Because we get seriously involved in life. There's nothing serious about life. Yes, sir?
Or at any moment, this remembers my because of Krishna. That also changes consciousness.
Did you have you ever seen Krishna? Then what are you remembering?
Only the photos.
Is that Krishna?
What the photos say.
What you are seeing is the imaginary. The real Krishna is your consciousness. Why go for something imaginary? Go back to your consciousness. Why remember something? Remember yourself. Yeah. Because you remember something else. Actually, you have missed many classes. So there are some basics are missed out. When he says remember Krishna, what did he miss out? Anybody has a
What I meant by remembering Krishna is remembering that ever smiling. ಯಾವ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ adversity ಅಥವಾ favorable situation to smile ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. He know he has a smiling.
The reason I'm telling you, not that understood. But what I'm saying, there is a, but the Ellaru Leela is your own consciousness Leela. So what I'm saying, your attention is getting diverted to somewhere else. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. So I pointed out last time I wrote a figure, right? Past and future. The mind gets to past. The Krishna is again comes somewhere the past background comes into picture. The present is diverted.
Moving deeper into self-inquiry.
More?
Deeper into self-inquiry.
How do you go deeper into self-inquiry?
Whenever something happens, immediately react. Something goes wrong or something goes wrong, that doesn't happen.
That doesn't happen. Very good.
And always I wanted something. I wanted something. That I want this. I want this. That is correct.
Then how do you live? If you don't have wants, how do you live?
Needs.
Huh?
Needs.
What is needs? What is needs? What is the difference between needs and wants?
Needs is what is basically required for basic existence.
Arey Baba, roti, kapda aur makan.
Yes.
That was 1970 slogan. Abhi to Mercedes car, Mercedes. That need has become wants now. Wants have become needs now. So how do you live without needs? Without wants? The contentment is not about whatever you have, please understand. You have mistaken the word contentment. Contentment doesn't stop you from progressing. The contentment doesn't stop you from growing. Okay? Contentment will never stop you a seed becoming seed. Seed has to grow into a plant and plant has to grow into a tree. The contentment is I'm a seed, I'm okay. No. You have to grow. Okay? The contentment is for what you have. Okay? The desire is for a growth, not out of need, not out of want, but sheer growth. Why be small as seed when you can grow? But you don't grow for craving, don't grow out of fear, don't grow out of pressure. You grow out of your natural capability. Contentment is not a passport to stagnation. Anything which stagnates dies, decays. Now you are a yoga teacher, let's say. You say, I have 2 students, I am contented. Okay? Even if you have 0 students, you should be contented. But that should not stop you from growing into 10 students, 15 students. Right? The growth is not out of fear, the growth is out of sheer joy of expression. Never stop because of contentment. Anything you get in life, be contented. But that doesn't stop you from growing. But growth should not happen out of fear. The growth tomorrow you have some students, you said, right? You teach some students, right? I am contented here, I have 2 students are okay. So what will happen? You may be contented, but the benefit will not reach more people. What is the point? Right? You be contented with whatever you get in life, but never be contented or try to do something more so that more people are benefited. Your contentment should not stop other people getting benefited. And growth should not stop. So the Prime Minister is the new Prime Minister. I am content today, I have achieved my premiership. Are Baba, 1 billion population of the country will start decaying. So contentment is not an excuse for laziness. Is it? Has it become for you? Huh? No. Okay. Yes, sir. What's your name? Amit. Okay. What's your background? Mm-hmm. Okay. You have anger. Okay. Okay. Fine. Today's class, incidentally, is about anger. Okay. Today's class is about emotions. Okay, today's class is what is called Anahata. Anahata in Sanskrit means unstuck. Okay? Unstuck. So see, this is striking. Okay, a sound is produced when 2 things strike. Okay. Now, if sound is produced when the 2 things are not striking with each other, that's called anahata. Are there such sounds? Where are they? There are deeper sounds in our body. These are fundamental sounds of the universe. Okay, there are basic sounds in the universe. That sound is called anahata. Anahata is the heart center. Okay. Anahata is the center of the heart. So now, different centers you have studied, right? What are they? Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata. Now, can somebody tell what is Mooladhara is about? Security, fear. What gland Mooladhara represents? Gland. What gland is controlled by Mooladhara? Adrenaline. What is the devata for Mooladhara? Ganesha. Okay. What is the chakra for Swadhisthana? What is chakra for sorry, Swadhisthana chakra stands for? The desire. Fear is the root, the desire is the sprout. Okay. So desire is for growth, fear is for preservation. Right? Our existence is first level is preservation. The second level is growth. Okay. What is the devata for Swadhisthana? Devi, Shakti. Right? Shakti is the Devi for Swadhisthana. Right? Understand? That Shakti is of three types: Ichcha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti. We have a desire. Please come. I have to see your face. At least you have to see my face. Please come. Huh? There are enough chairs here. Come to the front. Come to the front. So, the Swadhisthana is about for those who have come newly, okay, this is not an independent class. This is a series of classes. Already about 5 or 6 classes we have completed. This is 7th class. So you will not be able to appreciate fully what I have taught because they are linked. Okay. So independently you can you not be able to, but whatever is possible you absorb. Otherwise, there are actually totally about 9 classes, it's a continuous class, not there's no it's all linked. Right? What's your name? Amit. Okay, so the class name is called Metamorphosis, which inner transformation. So today is the heart center is called Anahata. Anahata is actually the center for our emotions, center for love. Okay, that's called Anahata. So this is actually third chakra, fourth chakra, Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata. So, Jayashri, what is Manipura chakra about? Okay, the Swadhisthana chakra is about 3 devatas, right? Ichcha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti. That is represented by Lakshmi, Durga, Saraswati. Okay. What is the Manipura chakra is about?
Light, sun is the god, and
Sun is the god. Okay.
it is also linked with spirituality.
Okay.
Those particular glands around the spiritual.
Swadhisthana chakra is which glands? Swadhisthana chakra has 6 glands. Manipura chakra is the chakra control which glands? Liver and pancreas. Okay. Then we have What is the Devata for Manipura Chakra? Why Sun is the Devata for Manipura Chakra?
Sun is the god of wisdom, right? He's just the giver of
Action.
Yeah, actions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Manipura is the center of action, will. So first is Muladhara, the fear, existence, survival, the desire, growth, then action, karma. So these are the three things. Did I tell you how to come out of the karma last time? Did I describe? Tell me how to come out of the karma. Karmic questions? There is best also. Yeah, you can pay you to repeat the whole class. Yes, Jayeshi?
I don't know how to express it.
Whatever you express is okay. Express. You don't have to impress me. What's your name, please?
Anuja.
Anuja. How did you come to the class?
I came to know about
Huh?
lectures.
Oh, she's right. Okay. Oh, mother. Okay.
They follow me here also.
Oh, okay.
He informed me yesterday actually.
Okay.
Maya doesn't apply here.
Maya is following me.
Okay. So Manipura Chakra is about action. Action is about willpower. The center of willpower is, and you remember last time we said what I am doing. Who lifted the hand? Hello. Hello. Yes, sir. So this is about center is about willpower, right? And you remember forgot that this thing who is lifting your hand? The action karma is happening to you. Karma is coming to you because of the doership, right? Doership is coming because of the notion. Are you clear? Any questions about karma? So everybody has a lot of karmic bondages here.
In the exercise to the body, heart, head, and cell, what we did.
Right.
That also gives a clear understanding.
Clear understanding, right?
We did, I ate, eating, I ate.
So everybody's clear about it now? Any questions about that?
Well,
Yeah.
how does this momentum of karma work?
That's because every moment you live in ignorance. As long as somebody is drunk now, right? Alcohol has to go. Alcohol called I am the body, I am the mind, I am the intellect has to go. Otherwise the movement of karma will not go. That has gone into your head. That has gone into your heart. That you are a body, mind or intellect. That you are a name. Now we go to Anahata. So let us understand Anahata. Someone can switch off the fans so that you can understand Anahata, center. All the fans should be switched off. Sound you cannot. Is okay? Some people. So, the Bija mantra for various chakras I have told earlier. So, let us do one round of chanting for Muladhara. Okay. Take your awareness to the base center. So, for those who have come newly, okay, please bear with us because there are so many things, so many classes that happen. So, you may just do it, okay, but to real benefit, you have to understand, go to each class. Okay. So, go to your Muladhara chakra. Let us do a Arohana, rising up of the energy. lam 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 Manipur chakra ram ram anahata yam yam is a heart center. Feel the vibration in the heart center. Yam 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 Avarohana means going back, the energy going down. Ram Open your eyes. See, this is one energy circuit which is called Arohana and Avarohana. So we are not gone all the way up to Sahasrara, we have gone up to Anahata. It's one energy circuit. Actually, how many chakras are there in the body? 6 chakras. Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, Atma. They correspond to 6 months. Okay? They correspond to Arohana and Avarohana correspond to 6 plus 6, it is 12 months, 1 year. The upward movement and the downward movement. Upward movement is called Uttarayana, downward movement is called Dakshinayana. Now you have heard of Uttarayana and Dakshinayana only sun movement. This the awareness is the microscopic sun or Pindanda, sun in the Pindanda. Okay, each one Arohana, one Avarohana practice is equal to 1 year of spiritual evolution. That same evolution will happen if you go through follow outer cycle. 1 year what it takes, internal cycle will take you in 1 round. It means if you complete 12 rounds of inner cycle, it completes 12 years of your spiritual evolution. Okay. In a week, how many years you can complete if you do? In a week, you do 12 rounds a day. In a week, 1 lifetime of evolution will happen in 1 week. Because spiritual evolution has related to wisdom, and spiritual evolution has related to energy. Okay, the energy movement in the solar system and energy movement within the body. So those who know energy movement within the body are called yogis. So they can speed up their spiritual evolution. Speeding up the spiritual evolution is shifting of the awareness within the body, within various centers. See? We are not completing the cycle because we are not reaching the sastra. Now, Anahata is the center. Let us chant. Sorry, before we chant, what is the gland for Anahata? Heart is not. Heart is here. It's not a gland. Heart is not. Heart is an organ. Right? The gland for Anahata is called thymus. So, for many years, doctors didn't know what is the function of the thymus gland. The thymus gland size is of this, it's of this size almost. Okay. But what happens to thymus gland is thymus gland shrinks very rapidly. It becomes small like a seed. The doctors thought it's an appendage, like appendix. It's not, there's no function for the thymus gland. But there is now a deeper understanding that thymus gland is related to what?
Pituitary gland?
Pituitary gland is here.
No.
There is thyroid.
The thymus.
Thymus is here. Thymus gland is related to your immunity system. Okay? Understand? Now, what is the important immunity system in our body? Let's say you fall. There's a wound there. Okay? That wound, some bacteria comes in. That means there's an attack on your body. Immediately there's a checkup you have to do. What is the type of bacteria? What chemicals you have to produce? And that chemical has to be produced in the body to destroy the bacteria. Rather, antibodies have to be produced. Okay. Now, the beauty of the system is anything else in the body requires a nervous system. The immunity is not based on the nervous system. Immunity is based on the wireless system. Immunity is based on the field. So it's imagine a thief is coming to your house. So you say if the thief opens this, cuts this wire, I can detect the thief. Then thief will come below the wire. The thief can be caught only in the wireless system. The immunity is a wireless system. In the sense it's a field. The moment something happens here, immediately there's analysis being done and antibodies are produced. Okay. So that's why doctors didn't understand what is the function of the thymus gland for quite some time. Because there's no connection going anywhere. Right? Now, how many of you heard of this disease called autoimmune disease? Huh? You have heard of it? What is autoimmune disease? So your immunity, okay, immunity system is responsible for detecting the foreign body, and it has to produce chemicals according to that. Suppose your immunity system detects your own body as foreign body, it will start attacking itself. It's a very painful disease. Have you seen anybody with that disease? You've seen?
I have experienced it.
Oh, you've experienced it. Okay. It's a very hard disease. Okay. Now, for the only treatment they have is they reduce the immunity itself by giving steroids. You know that?
I know it.
Right? The tablet medicine is given as steroids, and that reduces the immunity system. Then it opens up to for other attacks. Cold, anything small happens, it will open up. So this disease is the imbalance in the thymus gland. Okay. So now what happens is that many types of problems will happen in this. The body starts attacking itself. The skin starts peeling off. It's a very tough disease. Okay, one case. Some cases the bones become brittle, pain, the joint pain starts in every joint. It's called rheumatism. Okay. So many types of diseases happen. A simple thing will be when the immunity system is low, you'll get a fever or attack. Okay. Now the question is, the steroids doesn't cure autoimmune disease. Okay, it doesn't cure autoimmune disease. Then why autoimmune disease is there is because your thymus gland is disturbed. How can you restore your balance of the thymus gland is the question. That is actually Anahata chakra. Okay. So why thymus glands get disturbed? We'll just see. Okay. So just go close your eyes. I've switched off the fan. For give me 5-10 minutes. After that, we'll switch on again. Close your eyes and go back to a situation where you felt sad in your life. Somebody friend came to your house, he left, or somebody who near and dear to you is no longer there with you. A situation where you felt sad, go back to the situation and see when you experience that situation, what happens in your heart center, what feelings you feel in the heart center. Open your eyes. What happens?
Yeah, so it is shrinking.
Anybody else? Jayashree?
There was a situation which I thought of now, where I had sent messages. That was my wrong perception of to the return expression of problem. So whatever I knew, I had not put in a proper form, and that hurt the other person. So my perspective was, I'm very happy that and that they have understood. Now he didn't understand. He took that the meaning was something else, and they became very angry and started scolding me over the phone. But at that moment, both I was happy also, and I realized that what is my mistake. He made me understand my return expression is a problem.
No, what happens to your heart center?
So I felt very sad and
What is the feeling? What is the feeling of the feeling there?
I became very emotional. And
No, emotion is an affect. What is the basic feeling happens there? What happens? Do you feel emptiness?
yes.
Do you feel shrinking?
Heaviness and contraction.
Contraction?
Squeeze.
Feeling of squeezing will be there. That actually puts a pressure on
The
the
moment
thymus
of
gland.
squeezing, then the tears almost came.
Constriction.
This feeling is there, shrinking, right?
What I'm trying to recall.
Yeah, right. That shrinks. Okay. Actually, the thymus gland size is this big, and one of the glands in our body which can rapidly shrink from this size to this size is thymus gland. It can become a peanut size. It can happen in 24 hours. Very rapid. Okay. Please understand, thymus gland is very sensitive to our emotions and gets affected by emotions, and thymus gland is responsible for immunity. That means our immunity system gets affected by our emotions. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes, Tanuja? You understood?
When I see I have a broken heart.
Huh?
Somebody had a broken heart
Huh?
in gesture. So severe connection.
Any emotions which affects, it will affect in this region. Okay? Especially separation, the feeling of separation. Not even separation, feeling of separation itself affects it. Okay? That shrinks the gland.
I was not able to recall.
You're fortunate.
I said I needed more time.
Okay, take time. We'll come back to you. Because I want you to see that experience, because I will show you the other way now. Okay? Unless you know the hell, you can't know heaven. Go back.
I will try.
Now, try.
Suction.
Ah.
Little bit of thing.
Huh?
Little bit of thing.
Little bit of
Shrinking.
shrinking. Have you thought of really bad situation in life?
Yeah.
Huh? Did you feel it? So this is called thymus gland. Are we clear?
This was taught in school. This was taught in school. It would have saved a lot of trouble.
Oh, what fun you'll have, no? What you call schoolship, separation, love marriage, effect of love marriage, all those fun you'll miss in life if you are complicated. Right? We need some ups and downs, roller coaster life, right? Then only you get enjoyment in life. If life is smooth, right? Huh? Okay. So,
I felt a lot of agitation inside for being responsible, insensitive to my responsibility.
So, please understand all our emotions and feelings affect this type. Okay. So now the question today is how to repair that, and who is Devata for that. Guess who is the Devata for this center?
Shiva. Vayudeva and then Krishna Narayana.
मम हृदय संस्थिते श्री गुरु मध्य गुरु मध्य वायुदेवर मध्य नारायण. That's spiritual. So this center is actually Vishnu. Okay. Vishnu is ultimately for everything, but Vishnu is the main center. Vishnu is actually, what is the quality of Vishnu? Please tell me. To maintain, you need to have immense compassion, immense patience. Brahma is very impatient. He creates in one moment and gone. Just like what happened to you, right? One moment of your father's and mother's impatience, and you are born. Of course, mother had to take 9 months. So its creation takes a minute sometimes, whereas maintenance takes years. And destruction takes a minute. Brahma and Shiva are known for instant, whereas Vishnu is patient. He has to run. Huh? No, Yogananda is Narayana. You have not come to Narayana. Narayana is here. You have not come to Narayana. Okay. ಯೋಗ ಮಾಯ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮದುವೆನೇ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯೋಗ ಮಾಯ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ಹೇಳಿ? ಮೊದಲು ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗಿ. Yoga Maya is called Yoga Maya. Okay, Maya is Yoga Maya. Maya for human beings. Yoga Maya is for the God. Out of his, he has a control over the Maya. Is the yoga. Whereas you don't have control. You are trapped in the Maya. Okay. Sorry. Where did I stop? Devata is Vishnu. It's a compassion and patience. Okay. It is like a newspaper business. Every day morning, the newspaper has to be published at 6 o'clock. Okay, no Friday, no Saturday, no Sunday. And every day fresh news has to be there. So somewhere you have to find the news. Otherwise you have to make a news and print it. So this is the job of a maintainer. Every day you have to take care. Nothing, no excuse, no holidays. So if your center is well developed, you will develop immense patience, immense compassion, and immense love. That's the center. Okay. So let us do one thing now. Let us hear the Anahata sound. See, let's look at this. So when you breathe in and breathe out, see, just look at this. When you breathe in, there is a sa sound. When you breathe out, sound is there. Okay. So watch your breathing sound for a few minutes or few seconds till I say. Then listen to a ringing sound in your body, head. Okay.
Deliberate breathing ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ?
No, do deliberate breathing. Right? Here the sound is made. Sa, Hum. Okay, so do it like this. You close your ears, keep your hand like this. Okay, so rest your hand because you get tired. So okay, now start doing couple of rounds of breathing, hearing the breathing sound. 10 rounds of breathing. Now let you do natural breathing. Become aware of subtle sounds in your ear or in head area. Very subtle and gentle sound is there. Become aware of that. When you become aware of that very subtle sound, gentle sound, that is the anahata dhvani. See how the mind becomes peaceful and silent. Come back slowly. What happens when you hear some sound? What sound? What is sound? Nature of sound? ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ some sound.
ಗಾಡಿ ಶಬ್ದ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತೇವೆ
Okay. ವೆಂಕಟೇಶಲ
ಫಸ್ಟ್ breathing ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ thundering water. A lot of drugs. Waterfall.
Right.
ರಭಸವಾಗಿ ನೀರು ಬೀಳ್ತಲ್ಲ.
You can switch on the fans actually. Yeah. I think that.
ಆಮೇಲೆ slow down ಆಗ್ತದೆ as you
No.
ನಮಗೆ ವೇಲ್ ಬಂದಾಗ
So okay, fine.
ಸಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿಕಾಡ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ
Huh?
ಸಮ್ಮರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರದಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕಲ್ಲ
Jirde.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ
Correct. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಮ್ಮ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು? Okay. Okay. ನೋವು ಇರುತ್ತಾ? ಪೇನ್ ಇರುತ್ತಾ? ಏನು ಹಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಪೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಹಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಪೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಅಲ್ಲ, ಕಿವಿ ಕೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗತ್ತಾ? ಶಬ್ದ ಅದೇ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಸೌಂಡ್. ತಪ್ಪಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಒಳ್ಳೇದದು. ಅದು ರೋಗ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಒಳ್ಳೇದು. ಅದು ಯಾಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಅಯ್ಯೋ ರಾಮ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಅದು ಯಾಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ ನಾನು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, ಒಳ್ಳೇದು ಅದು ಯಾಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಅದೇ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಬರ್ಬೇಕದು, ಇನ್ನೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ತೊಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದು, ಅದು ಪುಣ್ಯ. ತೊಂದರೆಯಿಂದ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅದು. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ವಿಂಡ್ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಏನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ? ಹಮ್. ಹೌದು. ಡ್ರಮ್ ಬೀಟ್. ಡ್ರಮ್ ಬೀಟ್. ಅವ್ರು ಕರೀತಾ ಇರೋದು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಮ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಬೀಟ್, ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಬೀಟ್. Please tell me, what is the instrument in the hands of Sri Krishna? Flute. What is the instrument in hands of Saraswati? Why they are there? Why are there instruments? What is there in the hands of Shiva? Damaru. Why do you think their instruments are there in their hands? Sounds. That is the sound of silence. When you go in deeper and deeper meditation, when you reach that level of consciousness, those sounds are heard. So this is actually a barometer of a measure meditation. Okay, there are 6 levels of sounds. Kini, kinkini, branga, dhamaru, veena, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದು Kolalu, Mridanga. So Kolalu represents the state of Krishna consciousness. When the mind has become so silent, it reaches the Krishna consciousness. These are the milestones. They are not. That's why their milestone is converted into a visual by giving you the picture of a divine hands instrument. See what happens here, when your mind becomes silent, you will be able to hear subtle sounds. These subtle sounds are anahata dhvani. Okay, she says she hears in meditation. That is a beautiful sound. Only thing is, you have to go slightly, observe below that. There are 6 levels of sounds. Okay, so as your mind becomes progressively silent, more and more silent, you hear deeper and deeper sounds. Okay, and you hear it, your mind becomes more and more peaceful because you are entering into deeper and deeper level of silence. So that sound which you are hearing is the divine sound, anahata dhvani. The hearing that sound, the mind becomes much more silent. It's a part of the meditation practice. Hear that sound, mind becomes silent, and when mind becomes silent, one more level of subtle sound opens up. These are the sounds which represent the various divine instruments. Okay. Any questions? Let us do it again. This time, observe, become aware of the sound, and see, and become aware that how your mind becomes silent because of the sound. And you become silent, then more level of subtle sounds will open up. A deeper and deeper level of sounds open up. ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸೆಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೆಕೆ ಆದರೆ ಓಕೆ. ಕಾಫಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. You can switch off. Okay, you can if you are he can you can keep your hand on this also. Rest here also. Just keep, you can close like this or you can close with these fingers. Take 10 times deep breath, hearing that sound of breath. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Open your eyes. So what happens? What happens to the mind? Completely silent, right?
Happy. Happy, Jacqueline.
Hmm?
Mine was also Jacqueline.
You have to attend the first 5 classes. The cleaning up, there is a cleaning up process, progressive cleaning process. By the time you come to this class, the mind will be almost practically.
I tried not to, but
No, no, I'm saying it's not a try. There's a cleaning up has to happen. Some preliminary cleaning is required. This. So,
When you use subtle sound, external sounds don't disturb.
yeah.
You hear them, hear the ears and mind enjoying
Right. This is the sound of flute of Krishna. This is the sound of the flute, the veena of Saraswati. If you are thinking of some other sound, you are missing it. You listen to that, this sound will become deeper and deeper and grow as your mind becomes deeper. This is a divine sound. This meditation is called Anahata Nada Dhyana. Okay? A very simple process by which mind becomes progressively deeply silent and no mind. Very simple. You know why yogis, some of the yogis search for a cave? In that cave is a soundproof traffic. Then you don't have to close your ears. The natural sound will be audible straight away. Yeah. Actually, part of your hair is also already there. So that is helping buffing sound, making soundproof.
Something like earbuds.
Huh?
Earbuds.
Actually, best will be a totally silent room. Then there's no extra external interface, right? So with that system, you can do something. Anyway, married people know they don't need while talking. Also, their ears are closed. So marriage is a meditation actually. Okay, we'll have a cup of coffee. Please come.